the past 7 years, I've closed more than 18 million in online sales. But I've never seen what's happening right now. The industry is cooked. You have 18-year-old coaches teaching you what they learned yesterday. You have course sellers trying to convince you that their strategies are the only ones that work. And to top it all off, there are thousands of them running around. Now, this doesn't just make the sales industry competitive, it makes it impossible to win. But as someone who's closing more than 8 million in sales a year, I've cracked the code on exactly what works today. And in this video, I'm going to expose everything. Now, to understand where we are now, we need to see where we came from. Because a few years ago, sales was thriving on a single playbook. You get on the phone, you ask them about their pain, and then you pitch a solution. And if you were someone talented, you were closing deals left and right. And the reason is simple. Buyers were far less skeptical of salespeople than they are today. So getting prospects to talk about their pain actually created urgency, and there wasn't a lot of resistance because there weren't the thousands of salespeople asking them the same exact thing. And these tonality techniques we've all seen online, these were goldmine because just a few chosen people were using them. So basically, if you had the right script and you used the right tone, you were making it rain as a closer. But that era is long gone, and few people have actually realized it. You see, in the past 2 to 3 years, how people buy online has completely changed. Because there's a specific cycle that keeps repeating itself. You have a sales guru who goes viral on social media, teaches everything he knows for free, and then you have millions copying his exact lines. This means that the guys you're selling to, they hear the same lines over and over and over. So trust today is in an all-time low. Before someone hops on a call with you, they already have objections and hesitations in their mind. It's completely different than it was a few years ago, because people used to hop on a call, you would ask them about their business, and they were open to talk about it because they had the problem to solve, you seemingly had the solution. But nowadays, they research everything and anything they can find online about you or what you sell. So if you somehow get them on the phone, you're fighting an uphill battle because the prospects know exactly what you're going to ask them. So when the game changes and buyer behavior shifts, they're not going to admit that, hey, my stuff is no longer working, because if they did, their entire business model will collapse. Instead, they double down on the same tactics, and then they blame you or your weak mindset if you're not winning with their tactics. Meanwhile, the real issue is that the playbook itself is dead. People have changed how they buy. We are living in the world where the entire system rewards the wrong people. The ones who talk about sales make more money than the ones actually selling stuff. So instead of training real closers, the industry is creating fake experts. That's why most salespeople today aren't just untrained, they are trained the wrong way. And it's created 3 massive problems that are actually destroying everyone following the old playbook. Problem 1 is the synthetic scripting. I mean, you've seen the reels, you've seen the exact same guy repeating the exact same lines to the same prospect without understanding any of the psychology behind them. The crazy part is you see the same hand movements, the same head motions, and the same behavior over and over. There's literally no original thinking. Now, if you've ever played the game Whisper Down the Lane as a kid, you know exactly why this doesn't work. By the time we reach fake expert number 5, the strategies that are being taught are completely different than the original. It's basically the watered down, crappy version of the original guru. Problem number 2 is the pain selling trap. Every guru since the 80s teaches you to find pain and go after pain. So every single email starts with, I saw you were struggling with X and Y and Z, and every sales call starts with, what are your biggest challenges right now? Tell me about your pain. And buyers are now completely numb to it because they have heard the exact same thing 100 times over. But in 2025, no one is offering hope. In an economy that's seemingly dwindling and people are in panic, they keep probing after people's problems. But adding more pain won't add as much urgency as it used to. It will create avoidance. People don't want to sit there and think about all their failures. They're already failing. They're tired of failing. They want someone who would stand by their side, tell them they're doing okay, but they could be doing much better. So instead of talking about pains and challenges and creating virtual PTSD, we have to give them hope, to encourage action. You won't get people to commit today if you make them cry on sales calls. How you will get them to commit is when you show them that there's a heavenly place that they're after, there's still hope to get after it, and I'm here to empower you and give you the right tools to get there. They want someone who gets them excited about the transformation that they're about to make. However, these fake gurus will never teach you this because they're no longer selling. They post videos on social media and they sell the exact same courses of what used to work 10 years ago. And that brings us to problem number 3, the sell by chat revolution no one talks about. Just like I mentioned, these gurus aren't in the field selling themselves. They might have been in the trenches years ago, but now they're washed up and the strategy stayed exactly the same. So while they teach you to master your tonality, the top 1% of reps sell almost exclusively through chats, emails, and text-based forms of selling. In fact, I'm personally closing more than 8 million a year selling exclusively through social media DMs, 0 sales calls. Now, here's what that means for you. If everyone is hammering pain, you need to show them hope instead. If everyone's still teaching you to sell only over the phone, explore other channels and learn how people actually want to buy. And if everyone is using the exact same fucking script, try to inject some originality and show up as your authentic self. Now, I'm about to show you exactly what it looks like. Strategy number 1 is selling the vision and the identity. Most salespeople center a conversation around finding their pain. Instead, what I do is I flip the script. After I understand their pain, I immediately shift them into their ideal future. So if someone hops on a call with you and they tell you, I need more leads, instead of squeezing them and probing them and trying to get them to understand that if they don't get enough leads, their business will fail, do something like this. You will say, yeah, it sounds like lead generation is an issue. What have you tried to fix it? Walk them through how their current solution is failing them, and then say something like this. Okay, so if we were able to put a lead generation machine in place, what would that actually open up for you? And that takes them from a problem-based thinking to a vision-based thinking, specifically around their challenge. So I'm injecting a curiosity gap based on my mechanism, but also I'm giving them hope because that's the solution I'm looking for. Now that you have done this opening and curiosity gap, you will build their vision. So you will say something like this. Okay, so if we put this lead generation machine in place, what are the ideal outcomes that you want to see in the next 12 months? Then you can ask them, okay, if you get there and achieve that, what would that actually do for you? Now they will start selling themselves on their vision and get them hopeful. And at the end, the cherry on the top is the identity piece. This is where we need to get them to step into the person that they want to become, the person that has already achieved what they want to achieve. So what you say there is, okay, so imagine that you have achieved this $1 million business. As you might understand, the person you are today won't get there without changes. So for you, who do you need to become to turn into your $1 million version? And now imagine what will happen in their brain. They will start making decisions and taking actions as the person that they need to become. And what does that position them to do? To invest in your services. Strategy number 2 is mastering sell by chat. And this is where the real money is. Now, the reason this works so well in 2025 is because it respects their time and gives them an option to buy that doesn't require them to hop on a call. They're so sick of hopping on 45-minute strategy sessions just to get pitched. So most people are more than happy to open up and answer questions around their business or their life over chat. But it's not as simple as sending a few DMs. Here's the actual framework and how it works. First is the opening move. We're gonna start with low pressure questions to get them to start opening up. So if you get a new follower, for example, you can open up with, hey Chris, good to see you hit follow. Are you just here for the content or are you looking to grow your sales? This gives them an easy way out if they don't want to chat, but also locks them in if they want to chat. When it comes to message structure and pacing, you want to keep every single message 2 to 3 sentences maximum. You want to space out your messaging. Don't send them 5 follow-ups per hour like a needy girlfriend. And you want to match their communication style. Write simple, write direct, write as if you're a 14-year-old girl. Don't make it too complicated or use technobubble. You can use voice notes, but always keep them under 30 seconds. Preferably use them only for explanations, handling objections, or answering any specific questions they have instead of the entire sales process. You don't want to lead with a voice note because it conditions them that you will be sending voice notes and you will be eating a lot of their time. Only use voice notes 2 to 3 messages in. Then you will go through the common discovery process that we've covered in other videos. You're gonna find their hell and have an island, build a gap between these two states. And then once you've done enough discovery, you're gonna use pre-transition phrases to move into your presentation. So you can say something like this. So based on our chat here, you mentioned that you need lead generation, you need help with handling your objections and closing the deal. It sounds like you need help with lead generation, handling objections, and follow-ups. These are the things that I do at the highest level. Would you like help? So this is what I call permission to pitch. You offer them a helping hand instead of hard pitching them. And then once they say yes, instead of getting on a sales call and pitching their ears off, you present your offer with a Google Doc. And most importantly, be patient. Give them time to breathe and to read the document. Don't be on top of them because that will signal neediness. Strategy number 3 is strategic authority. I've seen so many people make this mistake online. They see a couple of reels, they write down the exact language, and then they throw that exact script, question, language they learned on an actual sales call. And what typically happens? They cause immense sales resistance and they fail. And sometimes it does work and some sales will close. But the moment the sales call goes off script, they're caught with their pants down and they don't know how to handle the situation. They're trying to persuade people to do things that they haven't done before. It's the definition of lack of congruency between what they try to get people to do and what they do. And the worst part is you'll see 18 to 20-year-old closers preaching to 45-year-old business owners talking about legacy and what they will remember on their deathbed. And they'll use the exact gestures, the exact poses, and the exact head nods that they saw on an Alex Hormozy video or in an Andy Elliott one. But when the 45-year-old pushes back with real experience and challenges and that he has a family and kids he has to feed, the 18-year-old has nothing to say. They can't relate, they don't have the context, they just memorize the freaking line and try to make it work. So if you want to actually win in 2025, you need to build your own authentic authority. And here's how you do it. First, you only sell from real experience. If you're 22 and you haven't run a business before, don't pretend you have. Own your actual angle. Sell what you've actually done, not what your mentor has. Because when you try to borrow someone else's story, prospects can feel it. There's something off. Your movement, your energy, the way you tell the story and recall details, something feels off. Second, develop your own frameworks, questions, and tonality instead of someone else's. You absolutely should learn from others, but the key is to take away the principles and create your own version. For example, everyone teaches you to find pain, and yes, it's a solid concept, but where the real gold lies is understanding why that question and why that concept works so well. Then once you understand that principle, you build your own sequence in a way that feels natural to you. Use your own language, your own stories, your own examples. And then adapt it all based on who you're talking to. If you're 20 years old selling to 45-year-old business owners, don't act like a wise sage and being a know-it-all. Use your actual advantages. You're not gonna sell the same way to a single mother, the same way you're gonna sell to a 70-year-old CEO. Use your actual advantages. Because everyone has access to the same scripts right now, but what they don't have access to is your unique experience, your stories, and your journey. And that's what actually closes deals. Now, if you want to know the other major changes happening in the sales industry, click this video right here and I'll see you there.